think I had a panic attack. I couldn't breathe. I could not catch my breath, and I felt kind of sick to my stomach, and I had a headache, and I was having these random pain sensations throughout my body, and I didn't know why. I was really confused. I think it was total overwhelm. I think my body started to shut down. This is the real story. I had moved so far past the shoulds. I was firmly in the have-tos. I have to provide for my family, send my oldest to college, have to be building this business in this way. And this is just a part of it. This just must be how much it takes to do this. I never considered in any of that lightening the load. I just never gave myself permission to think I can do anything differently. Everything stopped that day. And I really had to give my body 100% of my attention because I didn't have any other choice. So I had to make some really hard decisions. My body was saying, I cannot do this all. You might think you can, but I cannot. I needed to postpone the retreat that was happening in October. And I was really sad about that because my plan was to do one in October. And we had had such an amazing time in May. And I knew I wanted to do that again in October. But what I wasn't thinking about was all the rest of the things that had recently changed. We were going to have to be moving during that same time. I'd be sending my oldest to college. I was totally compartmentalizing any emotional part about that. So I was like, yeah, we'll send her to college and then I'll do the retreat like 3 weeks later. Yeah, girl, no, that's not going to happen. You might be dealing with some emotional things when you send your first child to college. Maybe we need to pause. Maybe we need to give ourselves space to process that whole thing. And maybe we should do all of the things in a span of 2 months. What shifted is that day that I couldn't stop crying. And I called one of my best friends just sobbing and not even able to get any words out. I was just able to tell her, everything's okay, I'm okay. I just have to cry because everything feels really hard today. And I'm totally overwhelmed. And then she just sat there on the phone with me. What's happening to my body? I know that I'm supposed to be doing all these things. I feel called to do all these things. But I don't understand why my body is like feeling like it's shutting down, and I don't feel like I'm doing too much. And she said, sometimes when things don't make sense to us, we have to trust the people around us that love us the most and who want the best for us. Right now, you have a couple people in your life that are trusted people that are saying, you might need to slow down. You might need to give yourself some space. They gave me permission to see it differently. And yes, there are seasons for pushing through and meeting a deadline and getting the thing done. And then there are moments in the deepest, most honest places, often when we're by ourselves, where you're saying and you're realizing you don't feel like you can do it all. And in those moments, it is so important to listen to your body. Your body is worth listening to and having your full attention.